The biggest mistake I see with online farm stores is bad photos. It's actually one of my biggest pet peeves. Farmers think that presentation matters when it comes to their CSA boxes and with their farmers market booth, but for whatever reason that logic isn't being applied online. In our second year of farming, our online farm store made $108,000 in sales, and online ordering and home delivery is now all that we do. So I've had a chance to really think about all the different ways to improve our online farm store. And what I've discovered is that the most important factor is having great photos. Great photos will increase your sales, but bad photos will lose you customers. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my top tips for taking professional looking photos. By the way, I'm not a photographer. I don't know how to use Photoshop, and I don't even own a digital camera. I just use the camera on my phone, which is a Google Pixel 4a. So my first tip would be to use portrait mode. Portrait mode is a setting on your phone's camera, and when you use it, it'll make the background of whatever you're taking a photo of blurry. And I like using this mode because when the background is blurry, it makes the whatever you're taking a photo of really pop, and it makes the photo look more professional. Tip number 2, download the Lightroom app. So the Lightroom app is a photo editing app for your phone, and it's made by Photoshop. And it's really easy to use, and I would highly recommend getting it. It's only $7 per month. You could use the photo editing on your phone, but the Lightroom app is much better. Tip number 3, lighting. So lighting is super important for photos. Lighting will either make or break your photo, and there is one type of lighting that is the best, and that is natural diffused light. And there are 2 ways to get it. So you can either find a window in your home that has a nice, soft, naturally diffused light, or you could use Magic Hour. So Magic Hour is what I'm using right now. It's the time of day when the sun is just about to rise and just about to set. And this light makes everything look good. Your best photos will be taken during Magic Hour. So highly recommend taking as many photos as you can during Magic Hour. I've also tried taking photos in the shade once the sun has risen, and that actually can work pretty well, but you always want to try and take photos during Magic Hour. Tip number 4, Canva. So Canva is a free website that you can use for resizing your photos. I like to use the Instagram template because I like the size of that for our online farm store. They also have a phone app that is free that I've been using more and more just because it's easier to use my phone than to open up my laptop and use the computer. Tip number 5, get some photography background. So I use backgrounds all the time. I like using them because they just give you a few more options for creativity, so you're not always using the same style of photo. Tip number 6 is style. So the style of photo that I use the most are top down with hands and then top down full screen. So top down with hands I really like because the hands are important because it gives your customers a reference for sizing. And then the top down full screen, let's say you're selling jalapenos, what I would recommend is take all your jalapenos and put them into a crate or a bin, and then take a top down photo so that all you can see is the jalapenos. And a bonus tip is change up your photos periodically. So this is something I picked up from Netflix. If you've noticed, they changed their cover photos quite a bit. And when you change the cover photos, things that are new and different get noticed, and different cover photos will encourage different people to click on the photo. And this year, our scallions, the sales started slowing down, which was unusual, and the photo I had was decent, but I decided to change the photo and then change the name from scallions to green onions. After that, our sales started to increase. So if you have a product that the sales are slowing down, try changing the photo, and if possible, change the title of it. So that's it. That's everything you need to know about taking great photos for your online farm store. It's not complicated. It now takes me like 2 minutes to take a photo, edit it, resize it, and then post it. So you just gotta start practicing, and I promise it'll get easier and easier the more you do it. If you need some inspiration, be sure to check out my online farm store at confluencefarms.com. farmers.ca. There's also a bakery in Vancouver that I follow, and they sell local produce as well, and they have some really beautiful photos, so I'd also recommend checking them out. If you found this video helpful, I have a whole playlist on my channel on the topic of how to make money farming, so be sure to go there, binge watch those, because I'm sure there's at least one video in there that could transform your whole farm business.